Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Tuesday the 23rd of January. In this video we're going to look at the charts on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, an FX cross that's often called the loonie. What we'll see is that it still remains troublesome for the US dollar to gain upside momentum. The moving averages are tracking down, but there is a slight improvement in the 4-hour chart. Let's look at those charts. So starting with the, hold on a second, I'm not in the right place. Starting with the weekly, so each bar on this, or each candle on this chart, represents 1 week's trade, and you can see that we've fallen below the not only the 20-week moving average, which should have given support, it was moving up, but also the 200, which is the red line. Fallen below both those supports. They will start to roll down, especially that 20, and you can already see that the 50 is moving down quite strongly, and there was a bearish cross as the 20 crossed the 50 back in July. So the medium term picture does remain, I would say, to the negative. Also, you can see we've got negative momentum on the charts. The RSI is down at 42, and the MACD, the short term, remains below the longer term, and they're both below zero. Looking at the daily, again, you can see we've got trouble with the moving averages. The 20 is bearing down, the 20-day. That's the first resistance level at 125. There was a bearish cross on the 20 crossing the 50. So that bodes ill for the medium term as well. And on this, you can see that the rally's continually petering out, and we do seem to be ready for an increase in downside momentum. We're not seeing that at the moment in the RSI, actually a slight uptrend, but it can't get above 50. It's at 43.76. And likewise, the MACD can't get any upward traction. They're just sidelining and are below zero, so still indicating there's still negative momentum. I would say if we get a push down from these moving averages, if we fall below 124, the dollar will become very vulnerable on that chart. A chart that's looking slightly perkier for the dollar is the 4-hour. You can see that we've actually found support from the 24-hour, moved up. There may be a golden cross on the 2050 later today or tomorrow, but the 50 at the moment's moving down. So when the 20 does cross it, go back and have a close look to see if that 50 was moving up or down. That could be critical for the upside momentum. You can see a key resistance just above the 125. Momentum slightly positive on this 4-hour. RSI 57.49 and a slight uptrend. As I said, this chart's not as bad as the daily and the weekly, and if we can break this pattern of lower highs, we could actually, it could rally. So just wait and see. And also the MACD indicating that upside momentum as well. Excuse me, as they're both above zero. Looking at the support and resistance levels, as I mentioned, that 20-day is the resistance, 125, followed by the high of 17th of Jan, 125.41, with supports coming in immediately below the market, that 20 from the 4-hour, 124.55, and the 17th of Jan again, the low from the 17th of Jan, 123.62. So you can actually see that 17th of Jan, the high and the low, signify resistance and support, and we've been trading in between those since then. Thanks for watching this video. Please do remember that these videos are my opinions and are not an investment recommendation. I haven't shown you the conclusions from the video yet. Sorry, let's just quickly throw those up. On the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, the loonie, the weekly daily, USD looks vulnerable. In the 4 hour, we've seen there's a slight improvement. The moving average are a negative influence, especially from the daily, and the negative momentum remains, and these petering rallies not a good sign for the dollar. But as I said, if you keep your eye on that 4 hour, keep your eye on those moving averages on the 4 hour, see if there's a golden cross, that could be significant, and see if we break that downtrend. Thanks for watching. Please do read the disclaimer at the end. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I do videos like this about 3 times a week. I also cover the commodity, equity indices and single stocks in the UK and US.